When it comes to the evolution of downtown Atlanta, few people have been part of so much change as Brad Currey. Much like Dan Sweat himself, Currey constantly pushes for doing the right things for his community.
It's very remarkable because, as I recall, Dan really not only appreciated the need to solve the problems of the city in order for it to soar, but also he committed himself to it. And that's where Brad comes in.
He's smart, he's caring, he has a sense of humor, and he has a deep knowledge of the history of Atlanta. And what's interesting about that is those are characteristics that he shares with Dan Sweat, for whom the award is named.
Downtown has been near and dear to Currey's heart almost since the day he arrived in the early 1950s. Starting in 1953, Currey spent more than 20 years at the Trust Company Bank of Georgia, headquartered in the heart of the city. He guided one of Georgia's great banks through difficult economic times due to the real estate crisis of the 1970s, and helped the bank emerge even better than before.
And he engineered us through that process, through those perilous times. Brad guided Trust Company, and he did it in such an effective way that we came through that period, that bad period, not just sound, but better than we were before.
Afterward, he spent more than 20 years at Rock-Tenn, the last decade of which he served as Chief Executive Officer of the company. His role at Rock-Tenn placed him 20 miles north of downtown in Norcross, a move that would be a temporary hiatus from the heart of Atlanta.
And you notice that when he retired and needed a new office, he came right back to downtown.
During his amazing career, he served as chairman of the Federal Reserve Bank of Atlanta, chairman of the Board of Trustees of Emory University, and chairman of the board of the Woodruff Arts Center and Atlanta Symphony Orchestra, and chairman of the Metro Atlanta Chamber of Commerce.
I don't know of anyone who has a better grasp of all aspects and elements of the greater metropolis of Atlanta than Brad Currey does.
Now in his 80s, Brad Currey is back in downtown and back at work. His soul is woven into the city center. From his office inside the historic Hurt building, Currey maintains his role as a community leader. These days, he's focused largely on water. Currey serves on the board of the Apalachicola, Chattahoochee, Flint stakeholders and is focused on raising funds to find acceptable and equitable water-sharing solutions among the states of Alabama, Georgia, and Florida.
Brad Currey is the real deal, the right guy, doing the right stuff, and not talking about it, doing, and that's the key.
If you speak to those who know him best, you quickly learn the words used to describe him. Words like modest, humble, important, and unsung.
The community is just better because Brad was here, is here.
He's been a leader, but he's been a supporter, and he's really been a connector, and he's really helped bring people together in a way that the sum of the parts is much greater.
He's invested himself, and that investment of himself often goes unheralded, and I'm so glad that he's getting this award because he deserves it.
Those accolades are richly deserved for a man who does so much and asks so little in return. Central Atlanta Progress proudly presents the 2012 Dan Sweat Award to Brad Currey.